Hey, I'm Heather. I live in Hermosa Beach, California, and I hired JS Remodeling for my guest bathroom remodel. I found them online. I'm kind of crazy about looking up Yelp reviews and different reviews to ensure that we're working with someone very reputable, and was thrilled to see all of the fantastic reviews for JS Remodeling online and excited to meet them when we had our first consult phone call. So when I sent in my request for a remodeling quote, I heard back from Jonathan at JS Remodeling. He shot me over a note just to ask about, some of the parameters of what we were looking to do. And then he connected me with Yoti at the company. Yoti and I had our first phone call to walk through the timing, see if there's any budget expectations, what I was looking to do. And then even better, Yoti actually came over to my house to do a full walkthrough, measurement, and sit down and talk through all the details of what to expect. He was really informed, patient with all of my thousands of questions, and then, no pressure, left me with some of the guidance on what would be needed from next steps, and was in touch a day or two later to see if there's any follow-ups for me. So initially, the scope of the project had really been a remodel of the shower. As to be predicted with me, it expanded and expanded. We ended up replacing pretty much everything in the bathroom. We ended up gutting and replacing the floor, replacing the vanity, remodeling the shower as it be expected. Yoti was phenomenal throughout the entire time frame. So I had some particular ideas in mind, but did not understand how it would all come together. They made sure to give me a listing of every component I needed to think about for the bathroom remodel. And then Yoti and the company kind of held my hand along the whole process. I was able to send them ideas of certain elements I wanted to get from vendors. They would kind of gut check it to make sure it was the right dimension, the right spec, did the colors and materials match up? And so felt really supported as I was making some of those design decisions along the way. Yoti also helped me really visualize how everything could come together in the bathroom, so it would be a cohesive remodel that looked like it was all done with one design vision in mind and not kind of a one-off design component. So once we got the project kicked off, the JS Remodeling team connected us with several different subcontractors, but Yoti was step-by-step kind of hand-holding us throughout the entire process. I would say I got usually a night before text message forewarning me kind of, hey, this is what the day is gonna look like the next day. This is the time you should expect subcontractors. This is what they're coming to work on. Yoti also visited my house, if not every day, about every other day to check on the progress, make sure all of the execution was perfect. The subcontractors were very keen on making sure everything was clean, making sure they swept up after themselves, all trash was taken out, that they were as quiet as possible. My husband and I actually worked from home throughout the entire time, and we were able to make that work with the subcontractors, which was phenomenal. The craftsmanship too that all of the subcontractors brought to the project was great. They would always check in to make sure we loved how something was installed. If they wanted a color or a sheen to be tweaked, we're very open to feedback, especially as, I thought about, hey, I wanted to make a little bit of a quarter turn where the mirror was placed. Lots of flexibility there, and working with us to make sure that the end product was exactly what we envisioned. Overall, we had such a fantastic experience with JS Remodeling and the subcontractors that they brought. I would say the top three things that I would call out is, number one, the support they gave me throughout the time. This was one of my first times working on a renovation project of this size, and I didn't know what to expect. They really made sure that there was no surprises, and that we had an understanding of what was gonna happen every day. The second is truly on the quality and the cleanliness that the subcontractors brought to the home. We've got little kids, we're working from home, as I said, and so being able to ensure that our house looked really clean at the end of each day and that the quality of their product was top notch was amazing. And then again, I think just being able to be so available to address any of my questions. I wanted to make some of the design decisions on my own. I was very particular about a budget. Yoti was so responsive, answering several text messages, emails throughout the week, and making sure that I felt confident in all the decisions we were making. Overall, would definitely recommend JS Remodeling to a friend, and I'm excited to see some of their future projects.